about you, not them.
Always remember, you are good, special people. Hi everyone, hi special people. It's another day. If this is your first time joining me, I am Genia. You're welcome to SpecialGenia-Special People channel. Your channel, my channel, our channel. Today, our topic of discussion is your name, a key or a padlock. That is what we want to discuss. So, let's talk about it. Yes, we all have names. Our parents gave us those names the moment we were born, or 7 days based on our culture and religion. We got those names from our parents. Chidima, Gloria, Chichi, Ifoma. Those names are from our parents. But the name I'm talking about is the one that describes who you really are. You know, a name can be a word, yes. It can also be sets of words used to describe a person or used to describe or address a person. So if the one that your parents gave you is okay, that's the different. It has a different meaning to what I'm talking about today. Now is good reputation. Good reputation, just like Proverbs 22 verse 1 talks about choose a good reputation than what? Riches. Just like Ecclesiastes 7 verse 1 say good name is better than what? Perfume. So what we are trying to discuss now, as we are seated now, you are listening to me, is all about you having a name that whenever someone calls that name, it is a key to access something favorable. It is a key that breaks protocol. That is the name I want to talk about. So these names, this good name that you and I are striving for, can only be gotten through our actions, our character, and the way we respond to things within and around us. That's how this name comes in. So in order to get this name, in order to be a key for someone's future, how do we do it? One, you need to be honest. You need to be honest within yourself and to others around you. Yes, when you see black and you say it is black, they were able to know that, yes, you just said it and I believe her. The other one means clear conscience. You know, you have a conscience, a clear one that you can distinguish between black and white. You don't razzle word. You don't try to be purple tomorrow green. No, you are always straightforward with your judgment. That gives you a good name. Another one is being caring and compassionate. You know, you try to do things to reach out to people in need. You do those things not because you want to get a public attention. No, you are doing it because of the future and for eternity purpose. That is ways to get what? To have a good name. Another one is what? Seeing things in a different way from others. For example, when people try to look down on someone, you as an individual sees it in a different way by saying, no, in this person's life there is something good, which means you are a source of encouragement. That's where I'm going to. Yes. So this gives us what? The good name. How do you respond to people? All these are part of the good names. How do you do things without others seeing you? You do it because you need to do it. You know, you are doing it for eternity purpose. You are doing it for the future. You are doing it for the betterment of what? Mankind. So all this brings the good names. You see, people will begin to, oh, she's nice. So another one is how you respond to issues. Yes, people respond differently because we are all different individuals. There are people that no matter what you do to them, you see them smile. There are people that when they smile in every situation, you that even did it to them begin to ask, is this person normal? So within that reach, they'll say, she's always smiling. What do you normally hear? Smile, smile. The other one will tell you, oh, cry, cry. So it comes out of how we respond to things around us. Some people tell, she's a prayer warrior. Not because they also don't know how to pray, but they believe in every situation you find yourself. You tell them, let me go and pray. Your name becomes what? Prayer warrior. So these good names, the good name we are talking about is all about you. The lifestyle you decide to live makes you and also create that good name which will be remembered. So I now ask, are you a key or a padlock? Let me tell you a story of my mom. Years back, I was a kid. The places we lived in Benue State, I don't really know anybody because I was still a kid. So when we left the state to another state, years later, I came back to further my studies in college, in the higher institution. So one day I went out to take a vaccine, to get vaccinated. The process of stepping into the place for my to take the vaccine, someone just tapped me. Hey, are you the daughter of Mrs. Lady so? I was like, hey, I couldn't even say yes or no. He started describing my mom. And let me share what he told me because I never knew of this. It was him that told me that is the reason of what? A good name. He started telling me this story that shocked me. He told me that when they were kids, their dad and their mom were sitting outside playing Lido as we normally call it. So there was in the same compound, they had a tenant also who was learning a car using the manual. He did not go to any driving school. Imagine those years. He says he can read the manual and drive the car. So he picked up the car and was driving. What happened? Unfortunately for him, the car lost its brake and he was unable to control the car. Neither he don't know what to do again because he said he is learning it through the manual. Lo and behold, the car smashed his mother and the dad. And for him, he said the mom was pregnant, almost due to deliver. The car mashed on this woman, the woman died, and the dad survived it. They rushed both to the hospital. The mom was confirmed dead. The dad was in coma for many months. He couldn't even recover. He didn't even know what was happening around. He told me something that made me cry. He said, do you know that in that compound, at that point in time, for the weeks and months that their father was in the hospital, their mom in the mortuary, it was my mom who fed them all through. No matter how little it was for her, she brings it out, drop it at the center of the compound, and all of them put their hands in the food. I couldn't stand the tears coming out. That was a good name. I was not born then. Someone told me this. Someone told me this, telling me how my mom became a key for their survival. He said all through the months that they stayed with no father, no mother, my mom took care of them. So until the father regained consciousness and was told about the loss of their mom and everything, my mom was still doing all those things for them. For me not to continue the story because of time, I couldn't stand it. For me to go, he counted money. I thought it was all done. This man continued to say, where is your school? Where are you? To my greatest surprise, as many years I spent in the school, every time he would tell his wife, this girl needs something. The mother was so nice to me. This one, that one. And I was so impressed. That made me to remember what Ecclesiastes 7 verse 1, what Proverbs 22 verse 1 says. Choose good name, choose good reputation. So I want to ask, is your name a key for someone to access favor, or a padlock that the moment you mention it, those there will say, please, can you leave? So this name, we all have it. We are the one to bring it out in us. That is through our character, through our behavior, our response to people's issues, the things you can do to better someone's life is all about building this good name. Another story that touched me most is when I came back to the same place for studies. I had families that were willing to take me in. I was like, I don't really have a lot. I don't even know what I've done for them. But when they said, no, your mother. So, can someone boast of you? Can someone boast of me? That is the good name we want to learn today. As we are going on with it, please remember, good name is better than wealth. It's not all about the money. It's not all about the wealth. It's not all about the riches. It's all about the real you God has made it to be. That purpose, there is a kind treasure in you. It's time to make use of it. Let's get this good name into place so that our children and the future generation will remember us for good. Always remember that words has meaning, but names have power. If you want to be remembered, your life decides now. Your action, your reactions, all this, the way you respond to people and the way you talk, the way you show care, the way you give out things, either by material or by kind words, whatever be it, but it has something to impact in that individual that is receiving it, is part of the good name. So I want to let each and every one of us know today, please let your name be a key